Namaskar. Daitya Guru Venus, which is Shukracharya, is going to join the Deva Guru Brihaspati, that is Jupiter, in the sign of Gemini, Mithun Rashi, from July 25th through August 20th, 2025. So this will bring both material abundance, which is represented by Venus, as well as spiritual wisdom, which is ruled by Jupiter Brihaspati. So we'll see a lot of progress both in our external world and also internal spiritual development. So we'll see all of the 12 rising signs. There's going to be blessings in many areas of our life depending on the rising sign. Before that, we'll discuss a couple of charts from the audience. So write in the comment section where your natal Venus is placed, where your natal Jupiter is placed, what's your time zone, and also what's the time right now when you're watching the video. And also, if you want to deep dive and learn traditional authentic astrology, Bhrigu Nandinadi, Jyotish, you can join our courses at bharatastroveda.com. And a lot of people say there are so many transits going on, how to understand all of that. So you have to combine each and every transit together and then superimpose on your natal chart. So that's the holistic way of looking at the impact on your chart, your life. So watch the other videos, especially the Mercury Retrograde video. That's very important, pertinent right now. And Jupiter in Gemini, that's also very important. So, and then of course Saturn Retrograde, which brings Saturn back to the sign of Aquarius energetically. That is trines to Gemini as well. So all of that is happening. So they all will combine and will have impact on at least these three signs, the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So wherever in your chart these signs are placed, so let's say you're a Gemini rising, so then your first house, fifth house, ninth house are completely being impacted. So combine these transits, and I'll try to talk about these other planets as well in this video. So let's begin with the discussion on a couple of charts from audience. This is the first chart submitted by the one and only Keem. So they're saying I'm a Libra rising, and I definitely have been feeling more interested at this time, learning about the world from a spiritual perspective. I do have Saturn in the ninth house natally, so I'm wondering about this kind of impact with Jupiter now in my ninth house and Mercury coming back one last time. This is great. So you got that right, absolutely. Jupiter is currently transiting, going over your ninth house. That's the Dharmasthana. And Mercury, because it's in Cancer but going retrograde, so giving you impact as if it's sitting in Gemini, that is your ninth house. So Jupiter, Mercury activating your ninth house. That means this will help you understand what is your dharma, what's your purpose, especially because your Saturn is sitting there. So Jupiter will activate your Saturn. That is expansion of your karma also. So this will be good for your external work, career as well, because in Bhrigu Nandinadi, Saturn Shani Maharaj represents our work. Shani is the main karma karaka. So there will be expansion and growth in your career, in your profession, but also at the same time, you will discover what is your purpose, your truth. You may become a guru, or you may have association of a lot of gurus during these transits. So this is aligning your work, your career with your purpose, your strength, and your spiritual path. So fantastic transits for you, for all air signs, especially Libra rising, Gemini rising, or Aquarius rising. Your Dharma Trikona is completely activated. Dharma Trikona is 1, 5, 9, first house, fifth house, and ninth house. So in Bhrigu Nandinadi, always look at the trinal aspects. The trines get activated. So not just your ninth house. This is directly activating your Lagna as well. So wonderful time. Enroll in some courses. Learn either could be higher studies or higher wisdom. Spend time with the gurus. Spend time at the temples. Your ninth house will give you a lot of blessings. Ninth house is the Bhagyasthan. So the Guru himself, Jupiter and Mercury, they are there activating your Shani Maharaj. Fantastic period for you. Thanks for submitting. Next chart is Silvana said. Silvana is saying, hello, here's my natal chart. Scorpio rising in Jyeshtha Nakshatra. Moon in Chitra Nakshatra in Libra, 12th house, and big stellium, that is Mercury in the 11th house in Virgo in Uttar Falguni Nakshatra, as well as my Saturn, Jupiter in Hasta, and Venus in Chitra, all in the 11th house, the sign of Virgo. And then Rahu Mars conjunct in Pushya, Cancer in the 9th house. And I live in California now. So a lot going on here, Silvana. First of all, Scorpio rising. And this has not been an easy period for Scorpio rising because your Lagna Lord Mars has been with Ketu for a few months now. But there is relief on the horizon with Mars will finally exit Leo and enter Virgo. That'll be your 11th house. So whenever there's this very powerful rule, whenever the Lagna Lord transits the 11th house, that's very, very positive, very good, beneficial. So that's coming up end of July. That's one thing. Second, your moon is in the 12th house in Chitra Nakshatra, in the Libra, the sign of Libra. So now we are talking about, I think you put this comment under Mercury retrograde, the video about Mercury going retrograde, and that'll give the energy as if it's sitting in the sign of Gemini. So there it's activating Jupiter and Gemini both. So now your 11th house is Libra, which is trines to Gemini. So your natal moon is directly getting activated by Jupiter and Mercury sitting in Gemini because they are having a trinal aspect. All planets in Bhrigunandinadi, that's the lineage I follow, they have a trinal aspect. So moon in the 12th house. 12th house is subconscious mind. And so this is amazing period for you to do deep meditation, astral travel, past life regression, hypnotherapy, anything else that you do, deep esoteric work, travel to the other planes of existence. So plus maybe going on a retreat, taking care of your emotions, your subconscious mind, and connecting with the ancestors. Now, having said that, then you have this huge stellium, as you say, Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus. 4 planets sitting in your 11th house. So the dispositor of Virgo, this dispositor not of Virgo, dispositor of all these 4 planets. That means the ruler of that sign where they're sitting, that is Virgo, is Mercury. So basically Mercury is the controller, ruler of all these planets in your chart, and Mercury is going retrograde. So this is a period of deep internal awakening, introspection for you. Whenever the ruler of a sign goes retrograde, the planets sitting there, those are like the tenants, they will feel the impact. So this is a deeply spiritual period for you. Plus now in this video that we're talking about, Venus also joining Gemini. So everything happening in the sign of Gemini. So you can say it's a wonderful combination of Mercury, Venus, Jupiter in Gemini, trines to your moon. So a great spiritual awakening happening right now. Of course, we can look at other placements in your chart, but this is absolutely fantastic period coming up, especially after 28th of July. That's when your Lagna Lord will feel more expansive energy, and will be able to give you a lot of positive results as it goes to your 11th house. So thanks for submitting. Again, if you are watching, you can put in your comments your time zone, the time when you're watching the video, and the placement of Venus and Jupiter in your natal chart. We'll pick a couple of charts from the audience in the next videos. First of all, Aries rising, Aries Lagna, Aries ascendant, Venus Shukracharya, and Brihaspati, the Deva Guru. Deva Guru and Daitya Guru, both the gurus, are going to be transiting through your 3rd house. That's Venus and Jupiter in the sign of Gemini for these 25 days from 25th of July through August 20th. So they are giving blessings to your 3rd house. Everything related to your 3rd house will blossom. This is an amazing time for you to do lots of writing if you're a writer, or sending out newsletters, any written communication, but also publishing if you are in that industry. Great for marketing, sales, meeting clients one-on-one, in-person, short distance travels. Also, this will improve your connection with your younger siblings, with your close friends, with your neighbors. And 3rd house is also connected with skills, with our hands. So learn something new if you don't have any skills with, in other words, art or drawing or painting, or pick up a musical instrument. If you already are an artist or a musician, this is a fantastic period. Use these 25 days. This will energize and help you for the rest of your life. This is absolutely powerful because Venus gives you all these skills and arts and dance and music, those capabilities, but also Venus is Lakshmi, that is wealth and abundance, and Jupiter will give you wisdom and blessings of the gurus. So sky is the limit when it comes to your third house matters. Plus, Venus is the ruler of your second house and seventh house, and Venus is actually placed very well placed from the second house and seventh house. So this will really energize, activate your second house and seventh house. Really good time for relationships. One-on-one partnerships will improve. Great time to enter into long-term partnerships for your business. Also a wonderful time for spending time with your family. And then speech also. So I mentioned the written communication, but the second house that's related to speech, that is also powerfully activated right now. So this will also lead to fulfillment of your desires because your Kama Trikona, that is the third house, seventh house, and 11th house, they are completely getting activated. Now, there's a lot more going on. So this is a short transit, about 25 days. But also at the same time, Saturn and Rahu are giving you energy from the 11th house because Saturn is retrograde right now. So instead of Pisces, it's giving you the results of your 11th house, Aquarius. So Rahu and Saturn from the 11th house. Now Rahu expands everything. So this Venus-Jupiter combination is getting huge strength from Rahu as well. At the same time, is also retrograde. So Mercury is coming back to the sign of Gemini as well. So it's a really, really great congregation of planets in your Kama Trikona, especially the third house getting all the power and expansion and growth. And do watch the other videos, the one on Mercury retrograde, so because Mercury will be retrograde until 11th of August. So that is essentially giving you results as if it's also sitting with your Venus and Jupiter in the third house. Then also watch the video, of course, the Jupiter in Gemini. And then the third one is Saturn retrograde in Pisces. That means wants to give you results of Aquarius. So all those videos, watch and combine the results or the impact and then superimpose on your natal chart. So if you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation and also you can learn astrology, traditional, authentic, Bhrigunandinadi Jyotish. You can join our courses at bharatastroveda.com. In the comment section, write where your natal Venus is, where your natal Jupiter is, what's your time zone and what time you're watching this video. We may pick your chart or your placements in the future videos. We'll discuss your comments. So that's for Aries rising. Aries. Next is Taurus rising, Taurus Lagna, Taurus ascendant. For Taurus, of course, Venus Shukracharya is your Lagna Lord. So very important transit wherever your Lagna Lord goes. So Shukracharya, that's the Daitya Guru, the Guru of the demons, the Guru who is responsible for material abundance and Lakshmi, is joining with Deva Guru, Brihaspati, Jupiter in your second house, in the house of family wealth and accumulated resources. So your wealth and abundance is going to get a huge boost during these 25 days. You'll have more abundance. You'll have more ideas how to grow your family wealth. And then secondly, this is the period for you to be a speaker. Share your voice, share your wisdom through your voice. Second house really getting the power of both. Venus, which gives you this fine qualities to be very pleasing and appealing. At the same time, Jupiter, the wisdom, the expansion, the blessings of the gurus. So every word you say will have a huge impact. So use your speech to the fullest. Be a guru, be a guide, a coach, a consultant. Share your wisdom. This is going to be a fantastic period for that. Plus, your Lagna Lord is getting a boost because Lagna Lord is sitting second house from its own house. So second house means gains also. So So the Lagna Lord getting strong means the whole chart will get a boost. You'll get positive results in all areas of life in general. Doesn't mean everything gets easy or super positive, but still this will lift up the whole chart. At the same time, sixth lord, that's also Venus for you. That's going to be in your second house. So sixth lord will be having an aspect on the sixth house as well. So trinal aspect of Venus will be there on your sixth house. So that will boost the qualities, the things related to the sixth house also. So overall, first of all, this will be much better period, very strong for your health, because both your Lagna Lord and sixth Lord is the same planet, which is Venus. That's very important for health for you. Probably the most important planet for health for Taurus rising is Venus, and that's going to get a lot of strength sitting in the second house. Now, especially if you are a female native, because Venus represents the Jiva Karaka for a female. Jiva Karaka means that's your prana shakti, that's your essence, your vital energy. That is a physical being also. So female, all women will feel better. Health-wise, this will be a much better period. You may find some solutions to your problems or just feel better, more energy, more uplifting kind of period will be there. So these 25 days. Then at the same time, Mercury is in Cancer, but it's retrograde. So watch my other video about Mercury retrograde. Very important, very, very relevant for this. That is going back. Mercury's retrograde in Cancer means it wants to go back and give you results of Gemini. So again, that is combining with Venus and Jupiter. So you have the combination of Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in your second house. This is like, extremely powerful, almost like Saraswati Yoga. So sky is the limit. Work on your skills, your speech, art skills, anything, art, dance, music, and especially until 11th of August, they'll be there. Then, of course, there are other two major transits happening, trines to your second house. That is Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, so giving you energy results as if it's sitting in your 10th house. Aquarius and Rahu is sitting in the 10th house anyway. So they are also trines to your second house, Gemini. So in Bhrigu Nandinadi, we always look at the trinal aspect. So watch those two videos also, Rahu in Gemini plus Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Very relevant, and they are directly impacting your second house, your Lagna Lord Venus, and transiting Jupiter and transiting Mercury as well. And Rahu, of course, expands everything it touches. So this is really one of the most powerful periods. It's a short transit, and we sometimes don't pay attention to these fast-moving planets. We only look at the Saturn transit, Jupiter transit, Rahu Ketu transit. But for Taurus rising, you cannot ignore what Venus, your Lagna Lord, is doing in the skies. So write in the comment section where your Lagna Lord is placed in your natal chart and where Jupiter is placed in your natal chart. What is your time zone and what's the time right now here watching the video. I read every single comment and we'll pick at least a couple of comments and discuss your chart, your placements in the future videos. And if you want to deep dive, you can learn traditional, authentic Bhrigu Nandinadi. You can join our courses or get a consultation to get a deep dive in your chart based on the transits as well. So we do SWOT analysis for your chart in the readings. So that's for Taurus rising, Taurus. Next is Gemini rising, Gemini Lagna, Gemini ascendant. For Gemini, Shukracharya, that's the Daitya Guru, or Venus, is joining Jupiter, that's the Deva Guru, Brihaspati, in your first house, in your Lagna. Two gurus coming together in your Lagna to give you the blessings. Absolutely fantastic. Awakening of your self, your soul, that's your first house. So you'll have material success, abundance, as well as spiritual wisdom and expansion. So that your first house is getting all the blessings. First of all, this will lift the whole chart. Overall, in your life, you'll feel expansive energy. You'll feel hopeful. You'll feel better insights during these 25 days, July 25th through August 20th. This will also make you more likable, as in, presentable, and like a fine qualities you'll have. Plus, you'll have a lot of wisdom. You will come across as a guru, as a wise person. So this is a great period for you to be a coach, a consultant, a guide, a guru. But also, this is the time for self-reflection, introspection, to understand who you are. See, these two gurus, when they come together, they mean business. That means things get done. Venus and Jupiter together. So in your first house together means it will help you understand who you are. This will be good for your self-confidence, for your personality development, but most importantly, it will bring clarity to your strengths and essentially your purpose and why you're here. Now, Venus is also your 12th Lord. So 12th Lord sitting in the Lagna. Very powerful activation of 12th Lord. That means everything related to the 12th house is coming to surface. So this will reveal some secrets for you. It's a perfect time to go on a retreat. This will bring big opportunities from foreign countries, foreign people, even foreign travel. Maybe you will meet somebody from a foreign country. But this is the time to awaken your subconscious mind. That is the 12th house. This is the time to connect with the ancestors. That is the 12th house. This is the time to do yoga nidra, lucid dreaming, and go on a silent retreat. And this is the time to reveal the secrets of the other planes of existence through astral travel, hypnotherapy, all of that. So this is a very deeply spiritual awakening for you. Now, this will also trigger your romantic relationships. If you are looking for a partner, looking for a love relationship, this will be a fantastic period. A lot of opportunities. You'll meet a lot of people. But also, if you are in a romantic relationship already, this will be a fantastic period. This will grow your connection with your partner. Then this is a very powerful period in terms of being creative. Fifth house represents our creativity. And that Lord is going and sitting in the Lagna, getting the expansive energy and blessings of Jupiter. So be creative, and then also with your children. A good expansive period, good blessings, and good results, good things coming in life of your children if you have kids, and then also for your own studies, especially say grad school, and then if for the studies of your children also. So all of those areas are getting a boost. At the same time, watch the other videos. The Mercury retrograde, that's very relevant because right now Mercury is in the sign of Cancer getting retrograde. That means it wants to go back to your first house as well, to your Lagna. So joining Venus and Jupiter in your Lagna. So watch that video on Mercury retrograde and then combine these results. The other video is Saturn retrograde in the sign of Pisces. So again, Saturn wants to go back to the sign of Libra in your 9th house. So that is also going to be trines to your Lagna. So your Dharma Trikona is completely activated with so many planets. Plus Rahu, of course, is transiting in your 9th house. That's the part of the Dharma Trikona. So Rahu is making all of this energy of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn 100 times more powerful because Rahu makes everything, energizes everything, expands everything, grows everything. So this is a huge, it's a combination, you can say, of spiritual expansion, wisdom, and material success because the Dharma Trikona activated and the planet of material success, Lakshmi, Venus, is getting very, very powerful. So write in the comment section where your Venus is placed, where your Jupiter is placed, and what's your time zone or what's the local time right now when you're watching the video. We'll pick a couple of comments and then discuss your chart in the next videos. I read every single comment. If you want to deep dive, learn Brigunandinadi, Jyotish, you can join our courses. So that's for Gemini rising. But again, this is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. This is just indications, energy that we see based on the rising signs. So this is not your specific customized reading. Next is Cancer rising, Cancer Lagna, Cancer ascendant. For Cancer rising, Shukracharya, that's the Daitya Guru Venus, is joining Deva Guru Brihaspati, that is Jupiter, in your 12th house. So your 12th house is getting the power the combination of both the gurus sitting in your 12th house. So this is activating your subconscious mind. Straight away, I would say one of the biggest things, remedies or recommendations for Cancer rising is give a lot of donations for artwork, for to the artists, or to the temples, to the priests. Join some courses, spiritual wisdom, anything to do with astrology, esoteric wisdom, astral travel, hypnotherapy, past life regression, or do attend a lot of these, guided meditations. You can do those on YouTube, past life regression especially. Do lots of tarpan and rituals for the ancestors. Because this is the blessings of your ancestors activated right now for 25 days. You have these 25 days to connect with your ancestors, receive blessings, and also help them on their onward journey. So sky is the limit. So your subconscious mind is directly getting activated. Another thing, powerful thing you can do is do lots of meditation, go on a retreat, and spend a lot of time in solitude, just thinking about your purpose, your higher mind, your higher consciousness, and the other planes of existence. So that's all. Plus, you'll also get a lot of opportunities from foreign countries, foreign people. Absolutely fantastic period to go on a pilgrimage or just foreign travel. Venus represents air travel, and it's connected with the 12th house. And then Gemini is the air sign. So this is a wonderful time to go on a pilgrimage in a foreign country, especially. Again, this is not financial advice. This is not specific advice for you for your life, but these are just general indications. Then Venus is the ruler of your 11th house and your 4th house. I've shown here with the stars there. So 11th house is Taurus and 4th house is the sign of Libra. So that means these houses will also get a boost. 4th house means good time for real estate, good time for inner happiness, good time for spending time with your family members. Then 11th house is the gains. So this will bring financial gains directly in your life. This will expand your social media reach. This will expand your friend circle. This will bring positive changes in your relationship with your older siblings. This will also give you fulfillment of desires. That's the 11th house. So absolutely fantastic period to go on social media and share your wisdom, be out there, and good for marketing and sales and all of that. That's all. 11th house matters as well. Now also watch my other video where we discuss the Mercury retrograde. So Mercury right now, it's in your Lagna, in the sign of Cancer, but it's retrograde. That means going back and giving you results as if it's sitting in Gemini, joining Venus and Jupiter. So again, that is activating your 12th house. Very, very powerful activation. Also watch the video on Saturn retrograde. Saturn is in Pisces in your 9th house right now, but it retrograde means it wants to go back to the 8th house. So from the 8th house, Aquarius, it is trines to your Venus Jupiter again. So there is a direct combination of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, and Rahu, of course, because Rahu is already sitting in your 8th house. And Rahu exaggerates Rahu makes everything 100 times more powerful. So this is essentially a big activation of your moksha trikona, that is the 4th house, 8th house, and 12th house. So watch other videos in combination and then combine the results. But if you want a deep dive in your chart, we superimpose the transits on your natal chart. You can book a consultation, bharatastroveda.com. Also in the comment section, write where your Venus is placed, where your Jupiter placed, what's the time zone, and what's the local time right now. So I read every single comment, and we may pick a couple of comments, a couple of charts to discuss in the future videos. But again, this is not financial advice. This is just energetically how things are on a generic level. Next is Leo rising, Leo Lagna, Leo ascendant. For Leo, Shukracharya, that's the Daitya Guru, that's Venus, is going to join Deva Guru, Brihaspati, Jupiter in your 11th house in the sign of Gemini. So this is directly activating your 11th house, the house of gains, the house of social circle, the house of friendships, the house of desires. And so this, and you're a Leo rising anyway, you're a extrovert, very confident personality, depending on the natal chart, but more often than not. So, and then 11th house getting activated. So be out there. Really powerful time to show your skills, your do things for the humanity. That is the 11th house, through social media, through connecting with people, so through creating grassroots organizations, reaching out to people, reaching out to the masses. Now, so this will be a good 25-day period for finances. Income will improve, and good for your friendships and social media stuff, all of that. Plus, Venus is the ruler of your 10th house and the ruler of your third house. The 10th house is sign of Taurus, and third house is the sign of Libra. So that means it's good for your career also. And literally from your job, you may get a promotion, you may get a raise in your salary. So essentially increase in your income from your job, from your career. Plus also not just financial increase, improvement, gains, but also maybe better projects, or some new projects, some new things, new opportunities in your career. Very powerful activation of your 10th house, because the 10th lord is sitting in the 11th house of gains. Now, at the same time, third house getting the blessings as well. Third house represents your writing skills, your communication, your marketing skills, reaching out to people, meeting people one-on-one, short distance travels, writing, anything to do with your hands, like playing instruments or drawing and art. All of those getting a boost. Really powerful activation. Now, at the same time, Mercury is retrograde. So watch my other video where we discussed the impact of retrograde Mercury from the sign of Cancer. It wants to go back to the sign of Gemini, where your Venus and Jupiter are transiting. So essentially, we bring Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, all of them in your 11th house. So giving you huge blessings of the 11th house. And so combine those results from that video with this video, and then you'll see the full picture. Then at the same time, watch the video on Saturn retrograde. That's very relevant for this transit, because Saturn is in Pisces right now. Going retrograde means giving you results as if it's sitting in your 7th house in the sign of Aquarius. So from 7th house, it is trines to your Venus and Jupiter. So again, Saturn is also activating Venus and Jupiter. Plus, Rahu is already transiting through your 7th house, and Rahu exaggerates, Rahu expands, Rahu grows everything that it touches, for good or for bad. So now this is a very good combination, Venus Jupiter, the two gurus coming together. So Rahu will give them even more power. It will expand their energy like 100 times. So sky is the limit for the Kama Trikona. Your Kama Trikona is getting all the power during this 25 days. Kama Trikona means the 3rd house, 7th house, and the 11th house. That essentially means this will be a period of fulfillment of desires. So grow, so be out there, lots of marketing and sales and communication, reaching out to people, both in-person, short distance travels, that's the 3rd house, as well as social media, reaching out to the masses. That's the 11th house. So write in the comment section where your Venus is placed, where your Jupiter is, and what's your time zone. I read every single comment. We'll pick a couple of comments and discuss your charts in the future videos. If you want to deep dive and learn traditional Bhrigu Nandinadi Jyotish, you can join our courses. And if you want to deep dive in your own chart, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. So that's for Leo rising. Next is Virgo rising, Virgo Lagna, Virgo ascendant. For Virgo rising people, Venus Shukracharya, the Daitya Guru, that is, the planet for material abundance and enjoyment and pleasure and Lakshmi, will be joining the Deva Guru, that is Brihaspati, Jupiter, in your 10th house. So this will bring huge expansion in your career. You'll get a lot more opportunities, a lot more ideas. You'll meet a lot of people professionally and do big projects. Think of big, long-term planning and strategy and expanding your business, expanding your career. There'll be this wisdom as well as expansion and material abundance coming your way in your career. And again, these are generic guidelines, and this is not financial advice. But then Venus is also your ninth lord and your second lord. Venus is the ruler of your Bhagyasthan, and Venus is the ruler of the second house, which represents your accumulated resources. So this will bring luck to you through your gurus. This will bring abundance and increase in your family wealth and your accumulated resources. This is a great period for you to be a speaker out there. Second lord is very, very strong. It's sitting in the ninth house from itself. And also be a guru. That's the ninth house. Ninth lord sitting in the 10th house, second from itself. That means gains from being a guru, sharing your wisdom. So sharing your wisdom will bring you gains. And also, at the same time, associate yourself with your gurus. Spend time with your gurus, learning higher education, higher wisdom, discussing with your sangha, spending time with your spiritual brothers and sisters, and also spiritual travel. And literally, one of the big remedies for you is, or recommendation is, to spend time at the temple or church. Ninth house represents spiritual places. So just simply going and sitting in a temple is a huge remedy for you for these 25 days. This will really activate all of those houses for you, all those blessings. Plus, watch the other video about Mercury retrograde. And there we have discussed, because Mercury is in Cancer, so it's retrograde means it wants to give you results of the 10th house, that is Gemini. So that means it's a combination of not just Venus and Jupiter, but it's Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury's energy. Plus, also watch the video on Saturn retrograde. Saturn is in Pisces in your 7th house, but goes back to the 6th house as it's retrograde to give you results of the 6th house. So from the 6th house, it trines to your 10th house again. So you have the combination of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, and at the same time, of course, Rahu has been transiting through your 6th house. So Rahu is expanding, Rahu is growing the energy, the power, the blessing of all these planets. So huge, huge improvements in your career. Of course, we have to look at your natal chart. If planets are well placed, then this will be a fantastic period for you. Growth overall. Your Artha Trikona is getting energized by so many planets. 5, 6 planets. Artha Trikona is the 2nd house, 6th house, and 10th house. They are trines to each other. Artha means resources, money, wealth, abundance, through career, through job, through family resources, through savings, and through investments. All of that will get a huge boost right now. And then also write in the comments where your Venus is, where your Jupiter is in your time zone. I read every comment and we'll pick a couple of comments and discuss in the future videos. But you do have to superimpose this transit chart on top of your natal chart to get the full picture. So if you want to learn astrology, deep dive, Bhrigunandinadi Jyotish, you can join our courses. And if you want a customized interpretation analysis of your life, of your chart, you can book a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. So that's for Virgo. Right. Next is Libra rising, Libra Lagna, Libra ascendant. For Libra, this is a very important transit because we're talking about your Lagna Lord, that is Venus. Lagna Lord means the ruler of the first house. First house is Libra, which is ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is Shukracharya. Venus is Daitya Guru. And that is the planet for material abundance, enjoyment, and pleasure, and luxury, and Lakshmi, finances, wealth. That planet is going to join Jupiter, that is the Deva Guru, Brihaspati, the Guru of the gods. And that brings wisdom and rituals and traditional blessings of the ancestors, blessings of the gurus. So these two gurus are joining forces in your 9th house. So literally, this is the awakening of your inner guru. That's the 9th house. Plus, this is a good time to spend, to learn from the gurus and to be a guru yourself. Also spend time with your sangha, spend time at the temple, church, or any spiritual places that you go to. 9th house represents bhagya also. So this will activate your bhagya, your luck. Your luck will shine upon you because Venus Shukracharya, it represents Lakshmi. So good for financial abundance, but also for spiritual path, spiritual discoveries, spiritual awakening. because your Dharma Trikona is getting activated completely. Dharma Trikona is the first house, fifth house, and ninth house. And I'll explain why the Dharma Trikona is getting activated, because not just because of Venus and Jupiter. Uh, there are several other transits. First is, watch the other video on Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is in the sign of Cancer, but because it's retrograde, that means it is showing or giving you the results, the energy, as if it's sitting in your ninth house along with your Venus and Jupiter. So that is boosting the power of Venus and Jupiter also, because Mercury rules Gemini. Secondly, watch the video on Saturn retrograde, because Saturn is in Pisces. It wants to go back to the sign of Aquarius. So, and then Aquarius is your fifth house, which is trines to your ninth house. So it's trinal aspect of Saturn on Venus, Jupiter, Mercury as well. So now it becomes a combination of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, activating your Dharma Trikona. Not just that, add to that Rahu, because Rahu is currently transiting in Aquarius as well. So Rahu will be aspecting all these planets. So there is these, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu energy, all of that activating especially your ninth house, but the whole of Dharma Trikona. That means powerful activation of your Dharma, realization of your Dharma, who you are, what's your path, and then also spiritual travel, long distance pilgrimage. Fantastic period for that. And do join some courses, because both it could be higher studies for your work, for your profession, but also for deep spiritual awakening, because Venus happens to be your eighth lord as well. So the eighth house is getting activated because Venus is joining Jupiter, and eighth house is all about esoteric wisdom. So this is a fantastic period to join some courses, learn astrology, learn hypnotherapy or past life regression, deep meditation. This could also bring some inheritance, resources, abundance, wealth, money from other people. Again, but this is not financial advice. These are just the energies we're talking about. And then also, Venus is your Lagna Lord. That means this will boost your self-confidence. This will help you understand who you are, what's your purpose. This is good for personality development. You'll feel very strong, very confident. So the whole chart is getting a boost because the Lagna Lord is getting that power, in the association of Jupiter, the Guru, who is expanding all of that. So write in the comment section where your natal Jupiter is placed, where your natal Venus is placed, and we may discuss your chart in the next videos. I read every single comment, and also if you want to deep dive, you can book a consultation. And if you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses, learn traditional, authentic Bhrigu Nandinadi Jyotish. So that's for Libra rising. Next is Scorpio rising, Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio ascendant. For Scorpio rising, Shukracharya, Daitya Guru, Venus is joining with Deva Guru, Brihaspati, Jupiter in your eighth house, activating the deeper secrets of the universe. So this is an opportunity, this 25 days period, when you can ask the universe, who am I? What is my connection with the universe? Why am I here? What's my purpose? So all the eighth house esoteric wisdom will be at your disposal, because the two gurus, Venus is the guru for material success, Jupiter is the guru for spiritual wisdom. So both are activating your eighth house. Now, I always say Venus in the eighth house is as if you have Sanjeevani Vidya, because Venus Shukracharya, he was the only one who had the Sanjeevani Vidya, which is the wisdom to bring dead people back to life. So depending on where Venus is placed in your chart, at least right now for these brief 25 days, you kind of have that energy to be a healer, to heal other people, to revive other people. And you can book a consultation to understand the deeper connection of these transits with your natal chart, but see where Venus is placed in your natal chart. And you can write in the comments also, where is your Venus, where is your Jupiter. We may pick your chart and discuss in the future videos. But 8th house is getting all the power. So there will be a lot of secrets that will be revealed to you. Secondly, this is a good period. You may get inheritance or money from other people or shared resources. But again, this is not financial advice. We're just looking at the energies of the planets. And 8th house is also huge change and transformation. So this period will bring profound changes, those could be on any level, but especially spiritual transformation. Then Venus is also your seventh lord. So seventh lord is getting a boost because it is sitting second from itself. But there may be some hidden secrets related to your relationships or your business partnerships. And also because Venus happens to be your 12th lord as well. And 12th house is also secret enemies, especially, or secret things, blind spot, all of that. So and then that lord sitting in the eighth house of secretive things as well. So I mean, be careful that there are no secrets that you are hiding, or there may be something going on that you're not aware behind your back and things like that. So that you have to be careful. So for that, you need to you can activate your subconscious mind, seek the blessings of ancestors, do past life regression, hypnotherapy, deep spiritual wisdom, join some courses. So those are good things you can do during this period, but be vigilant. Um, at the same time, watch the other video on Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is right now in the sign of Cancer in your ninth house. From there, it wants to give you results as if it's in the eighth house, again joining Venus and Jupiter and boosting the energy, the power of Venus and Jupiter, because Mercury rules Gemini. So the ruler is coming back to the house. Then, in addition to that, Saturn, watch the video on Saturn retrograde. Uh, Saturn is in Pisces in your fifth house right now, but it wants to go back and give you results of your fourth house. So from fourth house Aquarius, it is going to be trines to your eighth house Venus, Jupiter, Mercury combination as well. So now we have a combination of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, and Saturn. Not just that, on top of that, Rahu has been transiting through your fourth house, and Rahu expands everything, Rahu grows everything, Rahu makes everything 100 times more powerful. So for good or for worse. Now this is a very good combination, very powerful expansion of the energy of your 8th house and 12th house and 4th house. So your Moksha Trikona getting all the power. Moksha Trikona is the 4th house, 8th house, and 12th house. Moksha means liberation. So there's, literally you may get a liberation during these 25 days. Very powerful activation of spiritual energies, spiritual purpose, and especially you'll be a different person after these 25 days. You'll have more awareness of the universe, your connection, and deeper meaning of life, and how you can navigate and sort of, have a path or a clear vision of your own liberation. So that's, again, this is not financial advice, but you have to, again, combine these transits with your natal chart to see the real or the deeper impact. So that's for Scorpio, right? Next is Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius Lagna, Sagittarius ascendant. For Sagittarius, the Daitya group, Shukracharya, that's Venus, is transiting through your 7th house in the sign of Gemini, along with the Deva guru, Brihaspati, that is the guru of the gods, Jupiter. So your 7th house will experience all of that expansive energy of the two gurus. The two gurus are the Venus and Jupiter. Venus is the guru for material abundance, and Jupiter is the guru for spiritual wisdom. And so that means it's a perfect harmony, balance. So you will grow, your partnerships will grow. If you're looking for getting married or relationship, this is a wonderful period. You'll have lots of opportunities. You'll meet a lot of people. You may settle down. You may even get married. But if you're already in a partnership, personal partnership, marriage, or even business partnerships, those will grow. They will flourish. You'll have more understanding, more expansive energy in your current relationship. Now, this is really significant because your Kama Trikona, the entire Kama Trikona is getting activated for Sagittarius rising, because the Kama Trikona means the 3rd house, 7th house, and the 11th house. Now, 7th house is Gemini, where Venus, Jupiter are transiting. But I'll explain why the whole Kama Trikona getting activated. First, watch the other video on Mercury retrograde. Mercury is currently in the sign of Cancer, going retrograde. That means it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in the previous sign of Gemini, so coming on top of Venus and Jupiter, and Mercury being the ruler of Gemini, so this will further strengthen the energy, the power, the blessings of Venus and Jupiter. And that will be, the Mercury will be retrograde until 11th of August at least. So that's the first couple of weeks are extremely powerful, wonderful for you. Secondly, watch the video on Saturn retrograde. Saturn is in Pisces right now, and in that video I explained that a retrograde planet wants to give you results as if it's sitting in the previous sign, previous house. So you can bring Saturn to Aquarius, that is your third house. So from the third house, Saturn has a trinal aspect on your Venus and Jupiter, that's the sign of Gemini. So in Bhrigunandi Nadi, we always have a trinal aspect. So this makes this a combination of Venus, the energy of Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, plus Rahu is already transiting through your third house, again giving the trinal aspect, and Rahu exaggerates everything. Rahu makes everything 100 times more powerful, for good or for worse. Now this is a very good combination, very positive blessings of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn. So Rahu will further enhance those blessings 100 times. So your Kama Trikona means third house, seventh house, 11th house getting activated. Kama Trikona is all about fulfillment of desires. So this is a fantastic period. You'll have a lot of blessings, a lot of gains, a lot of financial gains also, but a lot of your desires will get fulfilled. Now, this is not financial advice by any means. We're just talking about the energies of the planets. And so Venus also is your 11th lord. 11th lord getting this huge expansion sitting with the Jupiter. That means literally finances will expand. Growth of finances, growth of income, growth of your friend circle, growth of your presence on social media. So if you are on social media, this will boost your presence. Very powerful activation of your 11th house as well. Plus, Venus is the ruler of your 6th house. That's going and sitting in the 7th house now. This will boost your health, your job. This will give you success in any disputes and issues with other people, but also this will help you control your Shadripus, which is your 6 weaknesses. So these 25 days, absolutely fantastic. Plus there's other blessings as well. So watch those other videos, other transits, combine all of those, then superimpose that on top of your natal chart. So if you want a deep dive, you can get a consultation at bharatastroveda.com. If you want to learn authentic traditional Bhrigunandi Nadi Jyotish, you can join our courses and leave a comment. Tell us where your Venus is placed, where your Jupiter is placed. We may pick your chart, your comment, and discuss in the future video. So that's for Sagittarius rising. Next is Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, Capricorn ascendant. For Capricorn Shukracharya, the Daitya Guru Venus is transiting through your 6th house in the sign of Gemini. And it's going to be joining the Deva Guru, that's the Guru of the gods, Brihaspati, that is Jupiter. So this is a combination of the two gurus, the Shukracharya, the Guru of the demons, the Guru that gives us material abundance, with the Guru of gods, which gives us spiritual wisdom. So 6th house will have huge expansion, huge positive results. So that means, first of all, this is a fantastic period for your work, for your profession, for your job. You may get a new job, you may get a raise, you may get more responsibility, more expansion, bigger role. You may now this is a good period for you to act as a guru or a teacher or a guide or a coach or a mentor in your workplace. Okay, so do not think small, think big, think huge, think like sky is the limit, and share your wisdom at your workplace. That's the direct interpretation of Venus, Jupiter in your 6th house. Secondly, if you have any disputes or issues going on in your life, try to resolve them amicably and through your wisdom, because the two gurus in the 6th house will guide you to resolve any conflicts. Third thing, this is a great period for you to do a lot of seva, service to the humanity, to other people. That is 6th house. 6th house is also our health in general, or any acute diseases. So this will give you huge power, the healing power. You will discover new ways of healing yourself, good for dinacharya, for setting your daily routine. And overall, this will boost your health. This will give you a lot of ideas and natural ways of curing diseases or just staying healthy and very strong. At the same time, your 10th house is getting activated because the Venus Shukracharya is the ruler of your 10th house sign of Libra. And so the 10th lord is getting strength. Now 10th house represents, business and your own career in general. So the work related aspects will have a huge growth, very positive energy. At the same time, Venus is also your fifth lord. So that is sitting in the second house from itself. That is the sixth house. Absolutely wonderful time for creativity, for your children also. In their lives also, they'll see expansion. For any romantic relationships also. All of those areas will flourish. Now, this will activate your Artha Trikona, that's the second house, sixth house, and 10th house, in a very big way because of the other transits happening, that is Mercury, Saturn, and Rahu. So first, watch my other video on Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So Mercury is retrograde in Cancer means it wants to come back to the sign of Gemini, give you results of Gemini, as if it's sitting in Gemini. So that is your sixth house. So that will again boost your sixth house because Mercury rules Gemini. So Venus and Jupiter will feel stronger when the ruler of the house joins them. Secondly, watch the video on Saturn retrograde. Saturn is in Pisces right now, but it wants to give you results of Aquarius, which is your second house, and trines to your Venus and Jupiter transiting your sixth house. So in Brigunandinadi, we always look at the trinal aspect. So Saturn from your second house is aspecting your sixth house, further boosting, strengthening your Venus and Jupiter transiting in the sixth house. And then finally, not finally, but one more big thing is Rahu has already been transiting through your second house. So this whole trinal aspect of Saturn, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter on each other is directly activating your Artha Trikona, the second house, sixth house, and 10th house in a very big, powerful way. And now this is not financial advice. This is, purely we're just discussing the energies of the planets. So you got to superimpose this transit chart on top of natal chart. If you want a deep dive, you can book a consultation. But also in the comment section, right where your Jupiter is placed, where Venus is placed. So we'll pick a couple of charts from every video and discuss in the future videos. And so this is what's happening for Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna. Now, one other thing I want to mention is especially for women, because Venus Shukracharya represents your Jiva Karaka, that's your essence, your vital energy, your pranic Shakti. So for women, this will bring much better health. You will feel more strong, better immunity, better resistance to diseases, or you may discover ways to heal yourself. That's the sixth house Venus, because Venus is the most important planet for women when it comes to your health and physical being. So that's for Capricorn rising, but especially for Capricorn rising because we're talking about the sixth house. Next, Aquarius rising, Aquarius Lagna, Aquarius ascendant. That is Kumbha Lagna. For Aquarius rising, Shukracharya, the Daitya Guru, Venus, is transiting through your fifth house, and that is joined by Deva Guru, Brihaspati, that is the Guru of the gods, Jupiter. So the two gurus, Venus and Jupiter, are sitting in your fifth house. First of all, this will bring a lot of opportunities for romantic relationships, if you're looking for one. Or if you're already in a romantic relationship, this will bring huge expansion and good things, good energy, pleasure, enjoyment. That is powerful energy in the fifth house. Secondly, this is a immense dose of creative energy. So think creative, give birth to creative ideas. Or some people, if you're trying to have a baby, this is the perfect timing. Again, this is not financial advice. This is not medical advice. We're just talking about the energies of the planets. And then fifth house represents children. So that means in their life, if you have children, they will experience this expansion as well. They'll feel more creative, wonderful time, and also good time for your connection with your children. That will improve. So spend more time with your children during these 25 days. You will not regret it. You will really have positive experience in both in your life and their life as well. Then we have Venus is the ruler of your fourth house and your Ninth house, I've shown that with the stars. Fourth house is the sign of Taurus, ruled by Venus, and the ninth house is sign of Libra, again ruled by Venus. Those two houses are getting a huge boost as well because for several reasons. One is Venus is sitting, the ruler is sitting with Jupiter, expansion. Secondly, the Venus is Jupiter, Venus is sitting second house away from the fourth house and 9 houses away from the ninth house. So that's a good placement. Relative position of the lord of the house is very important. So that is boosting your fourth house and ninth house. That shows good for real estate or buying a vehicle or inner happiness and spending time at your home with your family. All those things will flourish. Also, this will give you ideas of what makes you happy long term. This will bring better luck in your life. You'll feel more lucky, blessings from the past life. So that's all the ninth house. This is also a great period to spend time with your gurus and you being a guru yourself. Share your wisdom, spend time with your Sangha. Also pilgrimage, spiritual travel. Join some higher studies, learn more wisdom, esoteric wisdom. So all of that is ninth house. Plus, this will give you a better understanding of your dharma, your purpose, of who you are, your spiritual path. Now, this is further getting activated, triggered, or strengthened. This Venus-Jupiter combination is getting strengthened by Saturn, Mercury, and Rahu as well. So let me explain. First, watch my other video about Mercury retrograde. Mercury is in the sign of Cancer, but it is retrograde, means it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in Gemini. That's your fifth house, on top of your Venus and Jupiter in the transit. So when the ruler of that sign, Gemini, comes back to its house, it strengthens the house. So that means the tenants, which is the Venus and Jupiter, they're transiting through that house, they will get strengthened. Secondly, watch the video on Saturn retrograde. So Saturn is currently in the sign of Pisces, but it's retrograde. That means it wants to go back to your first house, sign of Aquarius. So from there, from the sign of Aquarius, Saturn will be trines to your fifth house where Venus, Jupiter are transiting. So that is again combination of Venus, Jupiter, the energy of Mercury, and the energy of Saturn. Plus, on top of that, add the energy of Rahu, because Rahu is already transiting through your Lagna. So there's a trinal aspect of Rahu as well. And Rahu, as we know, expands everything, grows everything, exaggerates, or it makes the other planets 100 times more powerful, for good or for bad. Now in this case, it's very good, very positive combination of Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, all the three benefics in your fifth house. Plus Saturn is friends with Venus and Mercury. Especially Saturn Jupiter is a good combination as well. So Rahu will make this combination 100 times more powerful. So sky is the limit to activate. This is activating your dharma trikona, first house, fifth house, and ninth house, literally. So write in the comment section where your natal Venus is placed, where your natal Jupiter is placed, what's your Lagna, all of that. And we may pick your chart, and we may discuss your placements in the future videos. But again, this is not financial advice. This is not medical advice. This is not advice for real estate or anything. We're just talking about the energies of the planets. But you do want to superimpose this trinal chart on top of your natal chart to see the full results. And if you want to deep dive and learn Bhrigunandi Nadi Jyotish, you can join our courses. So that's for Aquarius rising, Aquarius Lagna. Next is Pisces Lagna, Pisces rising sign, Pisces ascendant, Meena Lagna. For Pisces, Venus, the Shukracharya, the Daitya, Shukracharya, the Daitya Guru, will be joining Jupiter, the Deva Guru, the Guru of the Gods, in your fourth house in the sign of Gemini for these 25 days, July 25th through August 20th. So this is a combination of the two gurus. Venus is the guru for material abundance, and Jupiter is the guru for spiritual progress, spiritual path, spiritual development. So these two gurus coming to your fourth house, activating your Sukhasthana, that is the inner happiness. This will expand your heart chakra. Heart is represented or seen from the fourth house. This will give you better understanding of what makes you happy long term, your inner happiness. You'll feel more connected with your lineage, your past, your house, your family members. Expansion in your home, maybe renovation, good for real estate. All of those things will flourish. But again, this is not financial advice. We're just talking about the energies of the planets. And then Venus is also your third lord, which I represented here with a star. That's the sign of Taurus. And Venus is your eighth lord, that is the sign of Libra. So those two houses will also get a huge power, huge boost, because Venus is sitting in a good position relative to those houses. Secondly, the lord of those houses is getting expansion, getting the blessings of Jupiter, the guru. So what does all that mean? Third house matters, good for writing, publishing, written communication, marketing, sales, connecting with your friends, close friends, and connecting with people, short distance travel, like meeting people one-on-one, face-to-face meetings, organizing some webinars, events like that. Plus, eighth house is all about esoteric wisdom, change, transformation, money from other people. There may be inheritance. All those things will flourish as well. Those will give you positive results. Doesn't mean that everything will be there within these 25 days, but at least there will be triggers, there'll be beginning, or some things, there'll be motion. Things will start manifesting. So these two houses are getting a huge power boost. Now, at the same time, there are other combinations which are further strengthening Venus and Jupiter in your fourth house in Gemini. One of them is Mercury retrograde. So watch my video on Mercury retrograde. Mercury is currently in your fifth house in the sign of Cancer, but retrograde, that means it wants to give you results as if it's sitting in the previous house in the sign of Gemini in your fourth house. So Mercury rules Gemini. So that means the ruler of fourth house coming back to the fourth house, and then that will strengthen the tenants in that house, the planets sitting in that house, which is Venus and Jupiter. Secondly, watch the video on Saturn retrograde. Saturn is currently in Pisces, but going retrograde, that means it wants to give you results as if it's going in the sign of Aquarius in the 12th house. So from there, Saturn will be trines to your Venus and Jupiter. So Saturn is further, because Saturn itself feels very strong in the sign of Aquarius. So a strong planet's aspect means the planet that is being aspected gets strength as well. So Venus, Jupiter are getting strength from Mercury. They're getting its strength from Saturn. Thirdly, they also watch the video of Rahu's transit in the sign of Aquarius. Now, Rahu is co-lord of Aquarius, plus Rahu is also giving the trinal aspect to Venus, Jupiter, because in Brihaspati, all planets have a trinal aspect. Also, Rahu, speciality of Rahu is that it makes the planets it associates with, it makes them 100 times more powerful, for good or for bad. Now, in this case, it's very good because Venus, Jupiter, very powerful, positive blessings of the two benefic gurus, plus the energy of Mercury. So all three benefic planets, that is gentle, nourishing planets, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, energy is there in the fourth house. So Rahu will make it 100 times more powerful. So sky is the limit. Do lots of deep meditation, sitting in your home, convert your home into an ashram. Invite other people, have family dinners and social gatherings, but also deep spiritual work, meditation, group meditation sessions. All of that is extremely powerful because your moksha trikona is essentially activated. That is your fourth house, 8th house, and 12th house. That means it will give you insights as to how to get liberation or be liberated. In fact, these 25 days will set you on path for liberation. So that's what's happening for Pisces. Write in the comment section where your Venus is, where your Jupiter is, so we may pick your chart and discuss in the future videos. And thanks for watching. And also, if you want a deep dive, you can join our courses at bharatastroveda.com.